Rest in peace, Big Iz. I'm not gonna mispronounce the brother's last name, Israel. If you haven't heard that, it's one of the more iconic covers of "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Infamously, just did it in one take within 15 minutes. He only had 15 minutes of studio time. Cooked it in one take. It became kind of an iconic cover. Hey Zeus. Yeah, Gene Hackman did pass. Hey Brandon Holland. Hey Nas. I don't know about being a chocolate Hawaiian, even though I do got a little. I look Samoan. I don't think I have any Samoan. I know I'm Native American in me. Pause. Hey listeners, it's not Moana. Is it Mona or Moana? I don't know how you pronounce that. And hey, lovely Sherry. This is a casual, but a music casual. So I'm going to attempt to make music. My ankle is not feeling that great. So movement won't be that much. And I'm probably not going to mess around with drums, but I'm going to mess around with some melodies and different sounds and see what the fuck we come up with. My dog has joined me to harass. I don't know why. Why are you leaning against me knowing my ankle hurt, Zeus? Oh, Zeusy. So I set the move for the stream. I wish I could smoke a bowl. I have no fucking weed. I'm out until like Tuesday. It's gonna suck. But yeah, what happened with Gene Hackman? It looks like what was it, him, his wife, and was it the dog? Have fucked up knee. Oh man, that sucks. Nothing sucks than having like back injuries and leg injuries are the worst. Zeus, please move. Oh no, move. Is it suspicious? I thought I saw like him, his wife, and I want to say the dog passed. I think some early maybe carbon monoxide poisoning, maybe something else. I mean, Lord knows Butler did it with the candlestick. Shout out to Clue. That's a dated reference. Does anyone else get that reference? I did, but I remember Clue. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know all the details. Listen, every celebrity death has some suspicion. Not to get too conspiratorial, and I'm not necessarily saying there needs to be conspiracy for Gene Hackman's passing. I tend to believe it a little bit more when there's money involved. So I don't know if he has like any own, because like with Prince, Michael Jackson, Tom Petty, those all ring like, okay, something happened in all those cases, and all those guys wrote songs and had publishing. Especially Mike had all this type of fucking publishing, so they controlled assets that were worth millions and millions of dollars. So that it makes sense why somebody might want to get rid of him. I don't know much about Gene Hackman. I don't know if he has any properties he had ownership of. That's usually a telltale sign of if there's foul play. Do they have something that still makes money? And, but I mean, I say that no one's been, did they try to convict one of Mike's doctors? I forgot what happened with that. I almost want to say he got off. But I can't say anything. I don't know anything. I'm just an asshole in there like you guys. And we got a link. I miss Clue, the board game. And when I was younger, they had books, and I liked those. Shout out to Colonel Mustard. Lovely Sherry. He fell, had a cane next to him. His wife had pills next to her. The dog was locked in the bathroom closet. Haven't been seen in 2 weeks. That's very sus. That's very sus. Luke's new Oregon Trail on PlayStation. I spent way too much time going on memory lane. Is it like authentic to the OG era Oregon Trail? I haven't been paying attention to the Combine. I just it was the Choose Your Own Adventure book, or they had a bunch of those type of things. They had Goosebumps, Choose Your Own Adventures. I haven't paid attention to Combine. I only just earlier realized it was going on, so I haven't been paying as much attention to it. I did see what's the guy who hurt his foot, and I guess he's not doing anything. Man, we're gonna get in trouble for Jeff Beck. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try in a second. Spiritual successor is very faithful, except for making fun of Indians. Yeah, Abdul Carter. That's gotta blow up a lot of draft boards. Abdul Carter getting hurt. Because you can't draft him top 10 with a foot injury. You know what I mean? You just can't. Not in good conscience. Because you don't want to be dealing with those injuries. Lead Boot's going to make everyone white in this chat. Okay. We'll play it in a second. I got it queued up so we can play. We'll play. But yeah, that's got to be. We can actually just probably play it now. In some trouble. If the stream goes down, give it a minute. We'll be back. But yeah, that Abdul Carter being hurt is like, oh, well. Maybe one of the quarterbacks will go number one. We'll see. But let's check out Jeff Beck, who I've heard his name. I know of his music. I have not listened to a lot of Jeff Beck. So this is a learning experience for me. Shout out to Nas. Made me think of that Boost song from the Zombie movie again. I'm on 5 gummies. You've been listening to Jeff Beck in an hour, so you feeling good. I do have gummies, but I do not trust those gummies, man. I got some gummies that I've had for a while. I don't trust those gummies, man. I've gone some places. I think those gummies are basically spice. In any event, let's listen to Jeff Beck. Well, I mean, granted it's appropriate and interpreted, but still, you represent your people well. Nosferatu. No, that's pretty cool. And I'm in a guitar space. I might just take lessons again for guitar. I might just take lessons again if I can afford them. I mean, goodness, times are tight in the goddamn kingdom. There's stuff I want to get, but man, and there's stuff I want to do, but whew, times are tight in the kingdom. Yeah, the bass is going off. I want to learn piano, bass, and sax. Do it, bro. Do it. I want to learn bass too. And I actually want to. I knew piano. I'm not as good. I mean, I have a keyboard. I know chords. I know how to play left and right, but I'm not as good as I once was. My brother was actually super cold with piano too when he was younger. He was super cold. He was way better than me. Shout out to Bro Jelani. But I want to get back and learn the instruments. And, obviously I'm making music. We will drop twice this year. I don't give a fuck what's going to happen. It may be mid, but we're dropping. I don't know if I'm dropping on Spotify. That's something else I've been looking up. Good Lord. All these distributors are demons. It's like, you know what? I get the discoverability of Spotify, but you also have if I just use Bandcamp and SoundCloud, I still have some discovery. And YouTube, obviously. YouTube, it's just, they're too evil. Between the distributors and the platform itself, it's too much evil. Yes, there are infinity lessons, but I need to talk to someone and say, this is what I know. These are my issues. How do I get from where I am to where I want to be? I know, like with guitar, I know how to play power chords. I know how to play bar chords. I know how to play the classic cowboy chords. I know some scales. I don't know how to do what we just heard. I don't know how to improv and come up with some cool shit, right? I don't know how to be consistent. I know these chords, but I play them kind of sloppy and jacked up, and my rhythm's not good and moving around the guitar. So, like, okay, how do I get there? Yeah, videos are just not the same. I feel like I've gotten as far as I can get with videos. Yeah, Spotify is ass if you're not a big label artist. I think we do have enough people who, like, I'm really thinking of, like, just put it out Bandcamp, YouTube, TikTok. I mean, it's not like those aren't massive platforms in of themselves. Put it on also get a site, and then between Bandcamp and the site, sell downloads if people want to buy it. Obviously, you don't have to. You can just go ahead and YouTube it out or whatever, and just rock from there, because it's just. At first, that's what I was going to do. It's we gonna get got for Kid Rock, but I did love that song as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, that song blew my mind as a kid. I think I talked about that. But as far as Spotify, first I was like, all right, why not just do it for Spotify, because it can be done. Then I'm like, I don't know. You hear all these horror stories. You hear the fact you didn't get paid. You hear all this stuff from the distributors. You say, okay, no. Then you hear the opposite. Well, there's guys that go on YouTube and go on certain platforms and then post the stuff to Spotify and then act as if they own the copyright. And you can get copyright claim for your own music. It's happened to people. And it's like, well, I want to prevent that, so I might as well put something on Spotify and just try. But it just is so demonic. And I cannot find a platform that doesn't have a bad rep of doing janky shit. So it's like, or a distributor, I'm trying to say. Rather it's DistroKid, CD Baby. If what's his name was here, either the Dempsey. Shout out to the new father, Zombie Man. But they said they had issues with going through SoundCloud as a distributor and copyright claiming everybody anytime they play their music. So it's just like there's always something. With all of these distributors, there's no perfect one unless you can get a direct deal with Spotify. And it's like, you know what? These labels don't really want you to do it. These labels are just so janky because a lot of them have ownership, and they probably do basically own Spotify. So they're making money, but the artists aren't. So it's like, all right, whatever. I would gladly take my stuff pirated. I just want people to hear and know that I exist. You know what I'm saying? Please pirate me, please. Yeah, evil shit aside, Spotify's ass if you're not a big label artist. But can I play ball with it? But yeah, man, I feel like I'm gonna get copyright claim. They'll shut down the stream. Man, that early 2000s, late 90s Kid Rock. Kid Rock's one of the first artists I heard use auto-tune. Only God knows why. I think Cher actually beat him to it, but I didn't know. I didn't listen to fucking Cher. The fuck. So the first song I remember with the auto-tune was Only God Knows Why. Oh yeah, I like the Smiths. I like the Smiths. They failed to ruin Bandcamp. Yeah, Bandcamp has it. I've heard about some stuff. I know they got private equitied last year, but I haven't heard anything close to what you hear about Spotify or these distributors. What a lot of these distributors do, they take down people's music. They'll they keep saying basically, oh, you have a bot, so we'll take down your music. Oh, we'll collect your royalties. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, it's all these different loopholes, and they just jank you. And there's none of them are good. I don't care if it's DistroKid. I don't care if it's CD Baby. I don't care if it's United Masters, Symphonic. Like I said, even going through like Bandcamp, everyone has another shitty way of ripping you off. So it's just like, fuck it. I remember LimeWire, and I do remember Napster and BearShare and that whole era. You know what, man? We're gonna have to bring back physical media because I don't know. I do like the convenience, but honestly, I don't use Spotify. I still don't use Spotify. I use YouTube. If I want to listen to music, I use YouTube. I just deal with the ads. That's how I listen to music now. That's how it's been for years. So, as a person who doesn't even use Spotify as a consumer, and sometimes I'm like, oh, but Spotify is just what people use. People pay their $10, $15 a month, whatever it is, and they just use it. And so it's like being on there seems to be important. Maybe I could just drop a single on there. I don't know, but I really don't want to use it. I really don't want to use it. We'll see. Let me get SoulSeek. I remember SoulSeek. Let me get it done first, and then I guess I'll worry about it. You guys talking about bubble baths. Yeah, Lance Ulrich did mess with Napster. Or Lars Ulrich. Who's Lance? Lars Ulrich fucked with Napster. And, he became the poster child for pirating music or being against pirating. In fact, something else I saw, speaking of pirating, was something about how even though there haven't been that many cases brought up against people for pirating material, it was talking about how this one case did get brought up like in the 2010s, and how the trouble this regular person got into, and how Meta has stolen so much data to train its AIs, and they've received no such issue. So it is what it is. Can't you record a hard copy legally being recognized? Yeah, you can still copyright your stuff, but even if something is copywritten, that's not necessarily the same as the claim system. So people can lie about having something copywritten. In fact, I often get copyright claims. Let's say I post an NFL video, right? I'll get like dozens of claims on the same clip because somebody had their clip. The NFL has their copyright, and then somebody put a highlight tape together, and they have a copyright claim. Even though they don't own the material, they are still copyright claiming my video for having a clip of a touchdown that happened to also be in their highlight tape to something they don't own. So just because you have a copyright, the NFL is the only one who has the actual legal copyright. But because you can game the claim system, that doesn't always matter, unfortunately. My name is Kid Rock. They fired a bunch of people. I knew it was something, but they didn't change much. As long as they ain't changed the platform, that's cool. Do you got to be careful who you tell you like bar with a bar? So yeah, then when they claim, you can fight it, but again, people game the system, and I've been claimed by people who I know don't own the copyright. You're just a highlights channel. You don't, with no affiliation with the NFL, you don't have a claim to this. They're not taking out my video, so I just leave it up there, and I don't fight hard. But they don't have the claim, but they're still making a claim. Hey, listless, I appreciate that. No, don't overdose on fent, Nas. But I appreciate the true. Now, speaking of overdose on Fent, that's what it looks like this emoji is on. Yes, that whole SoundCloud era, I don't even know if it's I mean, I guess people still use SoundCloud. You said you have Spotify X pays for it. There you go. I remember everyone used Fruity Loops and thought they were going to be DJs. A lot of people did. Only a few people actually kept doing it, like my dumb ass. I stopped. Shit, I stopped for the longest, and I'm getting back into it and struggling to write songs. We'll see how today goes. As far as music, I'm not going to be using all the hardware. And this is also this being a music casual, you can still talk about whatever, but yeah, everybody back in the day, good old FL Studio, which I probably should relearn, honestly. I never, you mentioned Mac Miller, rest in peace. I mean, that's kind of disrespectful. And shit, we were just talking about celebrity deaths. Who knows with him, with what happened. What really happened, but I never really got too big into Mac Miller. A lot of people love his music. I never really got into it, to be honest. Separate device for no internet, no one can make their way in the system. It's sniffing out, but but once I upload it, then it's after that. I mean, this ain't like the days where you can just go pure physical media and physical media only. I can't do that. I mean, I'll be lucky to sell a copy to any of you. Be honest. I did watch part of that reality show, Making the Band, especially the first one with the rappers, where he sent them to get cheesecake. But ironically enough, I've been going through freestyles, listen to a lot of freestyles. E Ness, which is one of those rappers, is now selling cheesecake. He's actually pretty good at freestyling as well. But he's selling cheesecake to kind of capitalize off of, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I did watch that one. I vaguely watched, I think he had a girl group and a guy group. Was it Danny D. Kane and Day 26? So I guess I did watch those. I did watch the Diddy Making the Band. Anorexic Celebrity make you OD. Yeah, Dylon, because he spit hot fire. Shout out to Dylon. That was Dave Chappelle made fun of that skit. Who's retarded evil? Yeah, anorexic celebrity that'll make you OD. I'm not sure who's being referenced. I'm not sure if I missed a message. Let's see. That bitch is retarded evil for real. So yeah, I'm not sure. And it's OG's favorite sticker. Yeah, the drooling emoji. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's public domain music. And because WWE used it, they you did win the claim. But it's public domain music, and WWE is trying to copyright claim public domain music. They can't do that. They really can't do that. The song is old as shit. Mac Miller had a brown tooth and it bugged me. I give him credit. He evolved from the cornball white rapper phase. Fair enough. You look back at Making the Band. He has a ton of sus moments. I mean, a lot of them were being made fun of. He kept sucking on the suckers and all this weird shit. Just very weird shit. Very weird shit, man. It's like, how did we not know Diddy the whole time? When you look back, it seems like we should have known the whole time. And we didn't. We fucking didn't. It's like, it's fucking obvious. Sorry. Actually, we can still talk. I'm still listening to you guys, but let's at least bring up the screen. Let me turn this up a little. This is Diva. It's a soft synth. You know something I meant to do before, and actually let me see if I can do it now. Is sync this keyboard to let's get out of this. Sync this damn keyboard to so I can do arpeggios. Let me see. I saw it online. I've been meaning to do it. I don't think it's that hard. But yeah, I don't know. Sinking. And if I can't find it, we'll just go. But I've been meaning to do this forever. I don't think it's that hard. It's on like a few settings. And you know what? Looking back at some of these matches, I forgot you said something about the Lakers. Shout out to my Pistons. I think we're on an 8-game winning streak for the first time since fucking God knows when. Hey Fizz, appreciate you being here. Shout out to Pokemon Fire Red. That's what's up. Yeah, that Biggie had some sus lines too. Oh, Ariana Grande. Speaking of skinny, okay. She looked. Yeah, I have seen the pics of her looking like she's dying. You know, the conspiracy community said it has to do with that fucking Wicked movie, and that the witchcraft is killing her. Listen, I know they show before and after her and that co-star, and they do look like something just happened. Now, it could just be we're successful and we're on cocaine. That's also, you know, a possibility. But something's happened to those girls. Hey, Bull Moose Entrapment. This one time at band camp. I see you on Kick. I'm so used to not seeing people on Kick, and I don't know why it didn't show up in the greater chat. But I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're still here. We haven't been on that long for you to leave. Please don't leave. We're going to try to make some music. Okay. It's not that hard. What the fuck? Okay, hold ARP for 3 or 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Hold ARP. And hit pawn. Okay, so it should be synced to USB. We'll see if that actually happens. We'll see if that happens. Let me get Reaper going again. And then we'll actually try it. See if we can bring Diva back. Stop doxing me. Hold on. I'm not sure if this is audible. I think it's working. I'll try with different sounds though. All right, let me get this stuff back on screen so you guys can see what's going on. And hold on, hopefully Bull Moose Entrapment is still here. I don't know if he is or isn't. But I appreciate anybody being here, watching this live, playback, or whatever, as I try to talk shit and fumble through subjects of the day and fumble through fucking up music. Free Robert. No, free keep his ass locked up. Listen, R. Kelly has some great music. Let's not kid ourselves. He was a great artist, but man, damn, LeBron is cooking. I said to you, man, if they don't win it, if LeBron doesn't win a championship with Luka, I don't know what to think, but I think he probably will. I think they're probably going to win it all. Every other team that's better is too young. I mean, we're probably actually going to have Lakers Celtics again, which I know is the most common finals that has ever happened is Lakers Celtics. We're probably going to get Lakers Celtics, and it's probably going to be Lakers. That's what I predict. We will see. Shout out to my Pistons making a little noise. Hopefully we can. I'm happy if we can even make the fucking playoffs. But we will see what happens with them. Hey Fizz, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, making the band mobile was what Diddy had was spread their bussies. That undoubtedly, some version of that undoubtedly happened. Pac has some sus moments too. Cause it's looking like San Francisco played. That's wild. There's not only the stuff when he was a teenager, just that video of them putting jewelry on this guy's crotch. He's just sitting there cool. No way. No way. Did he go to Juilliard? He might have. I know he went to some performance art school in the Northeast, so he could have went. Tupac, yeah, there's a lot of. Not that there wasn't good music. Not that it wasn't even meaningful music. You know, he had some meaningful stuff. Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby. He had some good stuff. But a lot of that was a work. He was I mean, listen, man. There's people who think both him and Biggie and a lot of that whole movement was a lot of CIA business. I don't know. There's people who think the whole entertainment business is CIA. I don't know if it's all. I definitely think some, though. He'll, what's his name? I know he's not your favorite guy. Nas Cameron Pasha seems to think Mossad is involved with Hollywood. So, I don't know. I cannot sing a cappella. Yeah, that video of him in high school, you definitely don't see a guy with Thug Life tattooed on his chest. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely see some of that was a gimmick. I mean, hey, Drake's an actor. Tupac was an actor. A lot of these guys are actors. How do we end up on R. Kelly? Because Richard's an R. Kelly fan. Your body's calling. Oh, no, I'm fucking it up. My body's calling for you. He said kind of for sure. Post smoker. Wow. Can't spell Juilliard or Geo. Stop. Anyone else? No, we don't have a Deadpool. Does he advocate for banging kids? Oh no, he's a cuties defender, isn't he? Which is always weird. I don't know how you defend something like that. That's so weird. Yeah, R. Kelly has some bangers. But then you start singing the lyrics. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And you're like, is there another lyric that says if she's under 18 after that? Like, I haven't heard the fucking what he was doing to these girls and that he had this whole system and that how many people fucking enabled this shit and encouraged it. Allegedly, Aaliyah's uncle sells her into sex slavery. Like, this was a goddamned nightmare. Like, what the fuck was this? This wasn't a guy. This is not like a guy. As bad as the Josh Giddey shit is, that's a guy with a girl that's a little young. He didn't know how old she is. The family's not pressing charges. However weird it is, it's fucked up, but okay. That's a guy who essentially made a mistake. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This R. Kelly thing was a system of fielding young girls and grooming young girls and God knows what else to young girls that, like, the city of Chicago was enabled. This guy would go to a McDonald's that was outside of one of those high schools in Chicago and wait. And then we see how thirsty this guy was. We saw him in Ethiopia talking about, do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? Do you want to come back with Rob to America? America. Like, what the fuck? Like, and he was serious. That's already got an arpeggiator. I'm messing with the arpeggio. It's got all sorts of different times. It's super fast. Let me see something. Let me see how this MIDI works. Actually, if we record it. So let me see if it's anywhere close to time. I think it's on time. At least it's trying to be. Let's check the MIDI data. Of course, it's over here. So it does record it, and it is somewhat on time. So there you go. That's work. Got it. Finally got it synced up. So let's just start something. I'm not gonna use. I'm just messing around with something. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna start with. The point of doing these streams is to kill two birds with one stone. One, talk shit. We can still talk about whatever. Two, force myself to fucking write music. Because I'll just not do it. I'll just fucking not doing it. Yeah, nobody's got to know. All sorts of crazy shit. Building prop scenes for the comic. You're doing good luck, man. Good luck. Because, man, good luck, bro. Good luck. So we say building props. Is this like a digital? I'm sorry if you mentioned it before, brother. I forget a lot of stuff. I haven't been streaming as much. And I know you working on a lot of stuff. So you doing like a 3D comic? You say building the props. We got into Islam. We kept defending it, saying it was cool back in the day. Oh, okay. Well, I know he's an Islam dude. Listen, I wouldn't know what to do if I believed in Islam because it's kind of indefensible. I've heard people, RoboSlop. I've heard people levy some of those on some of the stuff in Christianity, but a lot of that stuff is refutable. And listen, I will say just historically, amongst a lot of cultures, there was a lot of motherfuckers liking them young. You do see some shit in the 1800s. It'd be like a 27-year-old with like a 14-year-old. And that's fucked up. But it's fucked up. And okay, it was okay back in the day, but it's fucked up now. And it was actually fucked up back in the day. People just did it. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean it was right. A lot of shit gets done. A lot of shit gets done today. Don't mean it's right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to defend that. I can't defend that shit, man. I can't defend. And when they try, it's like, hey, bro, I've never heard anyone not sound crazy trying to defend the shit. The Aisha shit. I'm not trying to get into religion. I'm not trying to down nobody's religion. I've never heard nobody not sound crazy. See, I'm creating RoboCop. Yeah, it got a little 80s, I took the arpeggiator off. I don't know what I'm doing. I really wanted to make something like they use synths, but they use 808s. But I don't feel like using I can barely move my ankle, so my drum machines are a foot away, well, maybe 2 feet. So let me actually toss in some analog stuff. Oops. Bro, I wish man, if I could deal with a 4-day work week, well, pretty soon no one's gonna have a job. So no one's gonna have a job because automation and AI will take over. Even though I think that's gonna take longer than they think. But man, if I could just get an extra day. And yeah, a lot of that piece of shit, I can't respect that shit. Heard something in Islam is ritual. On certain day you grape. Oh, you grape boy children. That's sick. Elevate the ankle. You're probably right. I've just been taking ibuprofen. I haven't even been icing it, honestly, which I need to. I just been raw dogging it. Yo, that's another thing, man. Those female teachers, you're right. Getting tired every week. These new female teachers smashing kids and goons in the comment instead of one justice to say it's disgusting. Yeah. It'd be like, oh, she smashed. Oh, I wish I had someone when I was 11. No, you don't, brother. That's how you end up R. Kelly. Because that's what happened to him. His music teacher was fucking on him. And now look at him. Sex craze. Out in Ethiopia asking hoes if they got their shots. That shit ain't right. You ain't supposed to be exposed to that shit at young. And I get it. You know, somebody might say, well, look at all this porn. You got porn on Instascam. A lot of these kids is raised on fucking social media and raised on iPads and shit. So they go and see it. I don't give a fuck. Well, first off, why don't you try to stop that and be a fucking parent? And I know it's hard to be a parent these days. It's never been harder. Pause. And it's extremely difficult because everything is coming after your kids. But at the same time, what, are you just going to sit there and do fucking nothing? And then when one of these sick, musty hoes is fucking on these kids, it's just okay? Because a bunch of motherfuckers want to goon? Like, y'all are crazy. This is a lost society. Burn it down, like Seth Rollins says. It's all experimental. Oh, man. Oh, this I'm just gonna change the sound. I'm sober too. This is gonna suck, guys. I'm sorry if any of the sounds is piercing. Turn this volume down. So you're shrieking. Yeah. Stop and make some goon music. So homosexuality is a sin. There's no workaround. It is normal in Afghanistan. Whoa, that's sick. But not in every Islamic country. Okay. Thank you for correcting us. Don't criticize it or say Pakistan is it the most inbred country on earth? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what the percentage of teachers are at PDS. Man, I've been pretty critical, and I am still critical of the fucking education system. Shout out to Linda McMahon, the new head of the Department of Education. Fucking Linda McMahon. Yes, that Linda McMahon. Yes, Stone Cold has stunnered like parts of the United States government and having stuttered both the Secretary of Education and the President. What a time to be alive. But it's like the education system is wicked, but then you hear all these stories about kids that don't eat unless they go to school, and we got too many motherfuckers. Maybe it ain't the worst thing that the population decline, right? Because too many people had kids that clearly didn't want them or really deserve them. Too many people just had kids to be having kids. And they got a lot of people out here lost. That's why you got the generation of Zoomers all fucked up. And the generation Alpha about to be even more fucked up. And shit, the fucking generation of millennials, that's the ones who pushed all the woke shit. Now those millennials is all in their 30s and all fucked up. Because 2016 is damn near 10 years ago. But still, it's like, fuck. The school... As much as I want to criticize the school system, it's a symptom of a greater issue in society is that we don't give a shit about our kids. We don't give a shit about our youth. We don't give a shit about our future. We're barely trying to make it right now. So, yeah. Make some goon music. I don't know how to make music. I know how to hit keyboards and make sounds, but I don't know how to make it music anymore. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to speak that sense. I do know how to make music. I just am not as consistent with it as I need to be, hence this stream. And eventually, I'm probably just going to try to make some synthwave if all else fails. But I'll occasionally hit chords and change sounds until that happens. What about the sentient dildos? The sentient super computers want to turn everyone gay instead of humans fighting. Instead of fighting humans so it can wait us out. I mean, we're on the way. We're on the way. We are definitely on our way of turning everything gay. And let's be honest with that. A lot of that comes from comes from pedophilia. Fuck it. That's the word. I'm not sugarcoating. Why? That's the word. PDF file. No. Pedo. These fucking pedos fuck with kids and then they grow up all fucked up. And now they got 100 genders. No, you ain't got 100 genders. You was abused as a child. I'm sorry that happened. And I'm sorry nobody protected you. And now you taking it out on society. It's almost sound like some Beatles shit. I know it's crazy me talking shit while I'm messing with sounds, but... Oh, shout out to Offshore Shootout, best views on Streamboo. So there you go for that. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. We needed that. We absolutely need that. You find inner Chilean gold soul music. Shout out to Stephanie Vicur. A lot of parents taking their anger out on kids, definitely. West Virginia, I would have thought was probably the inbred Olympics. I've been through there. There's not a lot of teeth. Makes sense to import all the packies to the UK. Oh, boy. So shots at the UK. I sent something to Richard talking about. They were talking about how you basically have to have inbred, because it doesn't math with how many different people. Like there have to be inbred people in your bloodline for humanity to be what it is, because otherwise you would need more humans than have ever existed for you to exist. So I don't know if that's true. You know how math is. The mathematicians. With some shit like that. Keep marrying your first cousin, you will eventually die out. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, what happened in the UK maybe on his way. I don't know, man. Play Bob O'Reilly. I don't know how to play that. Oh, man. Diversity. Listen, diversity can work. I mean, it has to because we're fucking already here. But doing all this stuff to antagonize people to create forced diversity, I mean, obviously you're going to have issues, man. Bird dildos in the ground that come back like the War of the World style penis cannons. We will rise. Penis cannon does sound like a post-punk side project. Sensual erection. Yeah, the British royal family is absolutely inbred. They're absolutely inbred Germans. That is not a conspiracy theory. That's conspiracy fact. Said, nah, I know nobody in your family did that shit. I don't think anyone of mine did either, but allegedly, if science is to be believed, you can't go back 10 generations without some inbreeding. I don't know if that's true, but that's what the scientists say. But yeah, the British family is absolutely inbred. I'm enjoying watching the EU midwit bureaucrats spurting out so much. Motherfuckers are crying publicly. For what are they crying about? Should math further out to your uncle's kids, right? Yeah, he is Eastern Euro. Garlic bread is superior. Shout out to garlic bread. Hate the EU with a passion of a thirst. 1,000 Islamists. Uh-oh. I don't want this clicking noise. You can't even hear the shit anyway. I'm doing. It sucks anyway. Chicken Alfredo with garlic bread. Yeah, that does sound good. Janissary? What are we talking about now? When did Brexit cause any actual like what was the fallout of Brexit? As a dumb American, like what was the when did Brexit happen? Like 100 years ago? What was the consequence of it? Yeah, 2016. Yeah, I thought it happened around Trump. So 2016, we're 8 years, almost, no, 9 years. I'm sorry. Almost 10 years on from Brexit. What happened? How has the British Empire been saved? Has it been saved? It doesn't really look like it. Oof. Sounds like some video game shit. This airs way more MAGA than 26. I would agree. Good Lord, is everything overly political? Turn this down. Just make video game N64 beats. I would if I could. If I could make something as cold as that GoldenEye pause screen, that shit hard as fuck. Pause. I mean, literally pause, right? Okay, I don't know that much. Nigel Farage is a spineless cunt. See, I don't know who he is. That's what Vaccara's gonna say 2 years from now. Shout out to Stephanie Vaccara. Yeah, it did sound like some Final Fantasy boss music. Maybe I should have run with it. He's in no way based, I see. He's a politician in England, I see. Nigel Farage. I mean, it sounds pretty English, Nigel. They still rock with a Nigel. You know, not a lot of Americans named Nigel. I'm sure there are some, but you know, it just seems pretty British. Most of the West is spineless, pathetic retards. Not a productive bunch. You said it, not me. So is he the new is he the guy who's been impersonating Prime Minister? That's why I was thinking Nigel McGuinness. Shout out to WWE. Because you mentioned you doing the Dominican Day, Nigel. How about that? Because you mentioned Boris. He's supposed to, so he's that controlled ops. Shout out to controlled ops. Which is all the right wing is most of the damn time, any fucking way. But supposedly right wing, thing. It was a black Dominican named Nigel. Well, shit, it's a black dude named Adolf Hitler, so. You can always hit the old cord gun. Churchill, Goon, and libtards pretending to be right wing. Yeah, that's me. No, you're not the guy. Oh, shit. Is this not? Oh, yeah, because it's on the barrier swing. So, MIDI. What is this? I think the virtual keyboard. Jesus. Kind of sucks. That is grating. Can we? Let's just turn this whole thing down. Go ahead. Let's rock with this. Because I'm just mustache man in Paris. Kanye gonna love a wrestler character. I know a Chinese guy named Steve Smith. Shout out to American Dad, and shout out to former Carolina Panthers wide receiver Steve Smith, who's been infamous for fucking some guy's wife. I don't know who this guy is, but some poor guy, his wife has been getting plowed by fucking Steve Smith, the former wide receiver, and he put it out there on the internet. Not quite the thing I'd have done. Not quite the thing I would have done. I guess he wants to expose his wife and expose him, for taking somebody's wife and shit. Not sure I could live with that, man. Not sure I could live. Yeah, this NFL player's been piping my wife. Let's stop. Jesus. I did the wrong order anyway. And he's got the text out there like, this is horrible, guy. Stop that. You don't gotta do all that. And let me space this out. Okay. I'm actually gonna do this even differently. Sorry, I'm just moving off these chords. And I'm about to change the tempo, speed it up. This is. eyes are brown, brother. I mean, when I was younger, they sometimes get kind of hazily, but they're brown. Aryan, the fuck. So we got a simple little loop. Pair sucks ass, you'll get pickpocketed. Sheesh. Shout out to the NBA player Steve Smith. I mean, Steve Smith is, as you can imagine, a pretty common name. Nazis in Paris. Who was in Paris? Apparently the Nazis. Isn't truly black. Never had a ghetto bird over his. What's a ghetto bird? What the fuck? Y'all got all these weird, crazy stereotypes that y'all think the world know about. I don't know what most of this shit is. I don't know. Sorry. You and Kanye going on a world tour. Shout out to Kanye. I would say rest in peace to his career, but I don't think anything can stop his career. Was always pretty, but shabby, not a shithole. Shout out to Paris. He turned gay once he talked to Nick Fuentes. I barely know who Nick Fuentes is. Barely know who he is. Even though I may have even posted some of his like memes and shit. Been to Paris twice. I've never been to Paris. I've never been to Europe. Probably expensive as hell for a police chopper. Oh, Jesus. Which, ironically enough, they do, Lord knows they do fly over this bitch. Accuse me of being young. Yeah, I don't like ghetto bird. I've never heard that shit. But they do fly over this fucker. Shout out to Harris County Police Department. That's how I know Bildo's a European. You flew past Europe, fair enough. Let me see. Since I got this. Okay, let's just play. I mean, we ain't got much, but we at least got something, right? Kind of a typical sounding thing, but at least it's something to start with. It's kind of main melody from the chorus. Trying to come up with some little melody to put over top of it. So, YouTube censorship response to blows. And listeners, a janissary from medieval times. Christian hostages the Muslim took and forced them into fighting for them. I did not know what that was. Thank you for that. You harvested olives, dude. You're gay and European. Don't use loopholes. What? But thank you for the explanation. The list lists the ultimate Chad Muslims were Mamelukes. I don't know what a Mameluke is. Censored Dildo got his stuff censored. Listless also doesn't know what a Mameluke is. Even for the Muzzies ruling Paris. French people have always been assholes. They're super rude and autistic. Yeah, they got a rep. What racial slur did you use? Muzzies? Like, where did this shit come from? What is this shit? Like, how can anyone be offended when no one knows the fuck you're saying? It was blood tax that took your kids, took them to Istanbul, trained them to be fighters, aka the Janissaries. Holy shit. Crazy work. Crazy work. This fucking thing play. Can't even hear it. Eastern Europe was wild. It probably still is wild, huh? We're messing around with different sounds. See if we can come up with something. One now, some people think the Spartans were stoic chads, but yeah, they did have little boys. What is with that being a thing? Why are people so sick, even historically? Let's see how this sounds over it. That's right. Why is it? Why does it not sound right? Europeans have always been gay. Jeez. You said it, not me. Oh, Jesus. What is going on with my sound? That's not how it sounds when it's just not playing. Why is this playing impacting anything? Is this some weird Reaper glitch? Sometimes Reaper just has weird glitches. I don't feel like dealing with this shit now. Because for some reason when something is playing, it's not even, I don't know why. Some reason when things are playing, it's impacting sounds. I kind of want that little organy sound to kind of cut through, but when I play, you guys can't even hear this sound. I realize you guys probably can't hear anything. I'm fucking up. Hey, real quick, let's just bring the sound out so I don't have to hear it twice. Okay, just a very simple loop, obviously. But yeah, we just rock with it. So maybe that'll change it. Just muting that damn MIDI. Play it. No, it doesn't help. I don't know what about this sound has to get fucked up. Let's see if this sound. Oh. is this? I'm just messing with this program, trying to come up with a sound. Shout out to Lil Jon, the East Side Boys. I got so few ideas, I'm gonna have to rock with it. If I didn't rock with it, nothing would get done. Oh Jesus! Don't record over everything. Fuck. This. Take out this. All right. The sound changes. The fuck. Okay, why is the sound change when I hit play? What could possibly be fucking with the sound? Something is the Behringer. Oh, it's arpeggio. The arp turns on when you play. How do I? If I hit, and then that's what's killing me. Arpeggiator kept turning. I'm like, why is this happening? That's what I get. All right, fuck it. I know this ain't exactly high art over here, but like I said, if I get too picky, nothing to get done. Nothing to get done. Quantize? Not yes. No. Oh shit! It's got quantize. 16 notes. I forgot about that. All right. Use a couple bars of it. Sorry, I'm gonna look at the chat and again in a second. I may even take a quick break. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this sounds good at all. I don't know if this is just some shit that's happening. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna fuck around. So I don't have much, but I got a couple sounds going and a simple little something. So let's see, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Kind of went on my own. Somebody's cutting their palm. What are we talking about here? Hungarians, gay Europeans, gay black historians. What is going on? Tartars. What about tartar sauce? Ambulance. Yeah, there is like an ambulance thing. Yeah, what are we talking about? What is going on? Accept my blood and be my Bernie, bro. Yeah, it's getting. Yeah, it does sound like some hepatitis shit. Listless, you're not wrong. If you played this loop 24/7 on Guantanamo Bay, it had the most grizzled enemies insane. Waterboard funk. Zippy tune from the other time. I don't know what the zippy tune from the other time is. What did we do last time? I actually think I could. There's something here. But I just don't know what I'm just throwing shit at the wall right now and see what sticks. Let me save this as something. I'm gonna call it waterboard because I don't know what to say. Let me see what we did last time. last time I did a music stream. I don't think it was much of that either. Oh yeah, this just is Jan Hammerish. I think we made a couple things last time. So let's see. Let's revisit last time. There's, some attempts that I'm not even going to play because they weren't that great. But if there's anything I'm learning, I've said this before, you really do just have to keep doing stuff. You just got to have that habit of constantly writing music so you can actually have some of the good music come out. Pause. Where the hell was... Okay, this is the other thing. So, last time we did this is actually the first episode of MusiCasual. I can go to the right screen. We came up with 2 different tracks. We came up with this one. So much overly happy, bright shit. I'm not happy at all. And I really wasn't happy with that. And then we came with this. I was a little happier with this. Guys can hear this shit. Really something you could. That's what we did last time. Nothing's gonna change the world, but gotta get FGAs up. Just gotta get attempts up. It's not how many you make, it's how many you take. No, I will never make a Brazil. Gotta keep plugging, exactly. The Ellen kill Anne Heche. That was another weird one, Anne Heche. You guys ever see that video? Where she gets up? They're wheeling her out. That's a weird one. Conspiracy stuff aside, I don't know what happened. I believe it was Anne Heche. They're wheeling her out of the thing, talking about, there was this accident, and she moves. It almost looks like an AI. When she moves, they zipped her up, and she tries to unzip and get out of the fucking body bag or whatever the fuck is going on. They just shove her back down and shove her into the fucking ambulance. That one was weird. The Anne Heche thing. So I don't know what happened with Anne Heche. So I'm not sure which one. I don't know if either of those were what you were looking for, listeners. But those were the last 2 songs we worked on last time I did a music stream. Yeah, okay. You somebody likes some of this stuff. We need white pills. Yeah, this one too. It's bouncy. Okay. Putting on my thigh-high socks, going to a roller ring. Okay, well, at least it's giving you something. 80s Aspen funk. Okay. I'm glad there's some positive. Because I think everything I make sounds garbage. I don't even know why I have spent so much money on music stuff when my opinion of my own music is so bad. I think it's absolutely the dirt worst garbage that any human has ever come up with. So I don't even know why I do it. No, I do not mutter. I would fuck me. Fuck. Yeah, and popped up like a Fallout ghoul. What the fuck was that? Sounds like it's the worst sexy motherfucker. No. Maybe, man. I'll try to show it if they'll let us. That's a weird one. And Haysh getting wheeled out. That's some weird shit, man. Some weird shit. I think I like buying equipment because I assume, well, if I buy something, I'll do better. And it never happens. I just do worse. I just do worse. But yeah, that Anne Haysh thing, and it was on TV. She got into a car accident. Is this gonna have her moving? It's unreal. It's an unreal scene, and I don't mean the Unreal Engine. I just can't believe something. You want to talk about something happened there, man? No way is that. No, you just never see this. Let me see.
We can confirm that the actress is now in stable condition, but she is potentially facing a slew of charges. And we're talking about speeding, DUI, and hit and run. That's all part of the investigation, according to the LAPD. And they're waiting to speak to the actress. But one thing we can say for certain, a lot of damage was done out here. Just take a look. This is the house right here behind us. Time, but no word if she was also injured. You can see the house actress was taken away in an ambulance. She was taken to a local hospital. She suffered significant injuries and some serious burns, according to the fire department. The LAPD saying that Haysh appeared to be under the influence and was acting erratically.
Look at this
according
shit.
To witnesses, she may have also been speeding. They saw
She's
her
trying
in
to get
a
up.
Mini Cooper. They say she first crashed into an apartment building near here, then took off from that location and ended up crashing into this house here on Walgrove. Burns, according to the fire department. The LAPD saying that Haysh appeared to be under the influence and was acting erratically.
Apparently, going back to your boy Cameron, he said brakes can get cut. Yeah, that was live. That was live. It was a live feed. So I don't know what happened with that, man. But you saw her get up, and then she ended up dying. So I know you can have adrenaline. Trump did it. They say she was on something. I know you can have adrenaline. I don't know. Especially if you're on substance, you got a little bit more than adrenaline going. Yeah, it looks like a blanket. I don't know what that is. They could have hacked her car. They could have drugged her. It's just the fact that she's trying to fight. I could have swore there was another shot of her really fighting. And really trying to resist. But that shot just showed her getting up. I could have swore there was another shot of her and maybe that's just, the mind's memory. You have false memories and shit. And me misremembering it. Or maybe the internet's been changed. Who the fuck knows? This is another look at. Oh, wrong. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. See, that looked different than what we just saw. Maybe that was a different person. Because I don't know how many people got crashed. Let me see. Let's get the audio
Their
back.
paramedics pulled that driver from that vehicle. We have tape of that, and then basically had him on a gurney. We weren't sure what the situation was there on his condition, but then as he made his way over
creepy
to
about
the
that.
ambulance,
Doesn't
you see
help
it right there.
not to be numerologist guy. 63, 36, 36s. If you're the numerologist guy, that's something else they talk about the conspiracy people. It's just weird. How many times do you see somebody in a car accident actually try to get up and try to move? It does like a movie scene. If you tell me there's some foul play or some fuckery with Anne Haysh, I'm gonna have to believe you because that don't look normal, man. That don't look normal. Doesn't have to be dark scents. It can be sunshine scents. Fair enough. But darker is cooler, man. You know, dude, show that shit. Yeah, it is horrifying. I just did. Better than spending on Funko Pops? Yeah, well, is it? Some Funko Pops, but I do like Funkos. I had the only reason I stopped buying them is because the motherfuckers that sell them just ship them like nobody gives a fuck. They come in all smashed and shit. Yes, Derek June comics. Shout out to Derek June. Bjork Stalker tape, aka Bildo. What? She loves me just though. You had a crush on Bjork. Shout out to Bjork. She's talking about making weird music, but she makes good music. But yeah, that was a live thing, and I just showed the second feed where you can see that she seems to have a lot more emotion. It doesn't seem like she's dead. You know what I'm saying? She seems to have a lot of emotion. I know you can be adrenaline. I know something happened. I know you can have injuries, succumb to them later. Something janky happened. Cameron's a clown. No one truly that deep in the game will tell him anything, knowing he runs his cocksucker. People to know don't give info to people like that. That's fair enough. But he didn't always run his cocksucker. He wasn't, I don't want to call him a cocksucker, right? He was good to me, pause. He came on my show, pause. You know, he's been cool to me. Obviously the past few years, past 5 years, he's been known to go on the internet, and I don't know if he has his own. I think he has his own platform. He may or may not. But I mean, he was in Hollywood for a while before then. He could have picked up on some info, or he might not. I don't know. He could. He said if anything's a misinfo mouthpiece because he's manipulated, then he'll spread false information. Well, you know something that he had said and a lot of people have said finally happened. I forgot to mention that. Motherfucking Kathleen Kennedy is gone after all this time. All the doomcock stuff, and this bitch is finally out of here. So it could be. You might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't fucking know. Just ask on the internet. He could be give him disinformation knowing he spray. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. He said, "Fuck him or Pakistan." No, fuck him or Pakistan. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, that Anne Hastings looks like something. Is she though? I don't know. Is she dead? I have no idea. If that's something the conspiracy theorists have every right to ask questions about, because I mean, you do not see that shit happen all day. The fact she went into truck 63, 360s. It's just real crazy. Real crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. Something's not right. Saw the dude got busted all. Is she? You talking about is she? You talking about Kathleen? Let's check. I thought I saw an official report. We can check that out. This is still a casual, so we ain't gotta keep messing around with music. Which I might give another stab at it, depending on how late it is. How long we been going? We've been going for some time. About an hour and a half. Which is what I like to do, but we can keep talking. This may just turn into a casual, depending on how lazy I get. Especially not having no fucking weed. Sober, so she plans to retire. That's what Deadline is saying. Oh, wait, is she not? Well, maybe she. Oh, no. So there's different reports of it. Okay. My brother sent me a report 2 days ago about Kathleen Kennedy. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. And now she's not retiring. So maybe you're right. Maybe she's not gone. Let's check this out. As Sweetwater tries to get me to buy shit that I'm not good at. I thought I'd seen it all in trade journalism, but the piranha-like frenzy on Kathleen Kennedy and the successor speculation follow Matt Baloney's Puck report that Disney was putting her out to pasture is a new one on me. Baloney for years has been beating on Kennedy like she owes him money. Okay, whatever. This week he reported that she was retiring. I wonder if Baloney is, you know, connected to, knows, or even is Doomcock. Who knows? I don't know who this guy is. But I recall he essentially did the same thing more than a year ago. Yeah, here she still is producing the Mandalorian. There's a Mandalorian movie coming out. A Star Wars Ryan Gosling film. I didn't know that. You know, I don't keep up with this shit no more. The trades follow with gusto, dishing speculative. Takeaway was chaos and that she was being pushed. Reality's far already. According to insiders, Kennedy's been working on succession plan for a couple of years, eyeing candidates from within process with Iger, and I don't know who Alec Bergman is. That puts someone like David Filoni, who knows the universe inside out, in a strong position. So this is seems like an editorial criticizing the initial report. And this statement right here says she's arguably the most successful female producer executive in Hollywood history. That's not arguable. She is statistically by by money drawn, you know, or money that's come in. She is the most successful female producer in Hollywood history. It's not. There's no arguing as far as financials. She's financially the most successful Hollywood producer. Female and one of the top 5 most successful producers, period. Just from the amount of money, the stuff that she's produced has come in. 70 films, 120 Oscar noms, 25 wins. Even if a lot of the early ones she was just getting coffee and jerking off Spielberg allegedly, as credited, she's one of the most successful Hollywood executives of all time. I mean, Jurassic Park, Sixth Sense, Indiana Jones franchise, E.T., Munich, Lincoln, The Color Purple. The fuck was she doing with Color Purple? War of the Worlds, that fucking propaganda piece. Fuck The Color Purple. I mean, I like the actual Color Purple, but fuck that book and that movie. And fuck, who's the white bitch that really wrote it? I think Gloria Steinem really ghost wrote that shit. Poltergeist, Schindler's List, Back to the Future franchise. Jesus. Of course, the Star Wars shit. Yeah, the movie the Star Wars shit she produced grossed $6 billion, and then of course the Mandalorian and Andor count as her stuff as well. And so this seems to be pretty defensive of her. Whoever is writing this, I'm assuming it's a chick with Steen or something at the end of her name. Who's writing this? Oh, it's a gay dude. Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy, this is what she says. The truth is, I just want to say loud and clear, I am not retiring. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is I have been talking for quite some time with Bob and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. We have an amazing bench of people here, and we have every intention of making an announcement months or a year down the road. We are in lockstep as to what that's going to be. I am continuing. I am producing the Mandalorian movie right now. Oh, boy. And I'm also producing Sean Levy's movie, which is after that. So I'm continuing to stay at Lucasfilm and looking very thoughtful with Bob and Alan, who's stepping in. So this is all underway. So a little vigilante classic, me complaining and talking about Disney. Obviously, I don't know who the fuck Alan is, because I've been not keeping up with this shit at all. And I mean, you guys can tell me, but I don't really give a shit. What's this guy, Alan? I don't know what the fuck this guy's name is. Alan Bergman. Don't know who he is. Don't know what's going on at Disney. Have not been keeping up with it. Maybe she's here. Maybe she's not. I guess we'll fucking see. Well, I guess we'll see. Got the only one voice to Mike Zero. Yeah. I mean, I can't argue. Listen, I still have a decent amount of respect for Doomcock. He was definitely an influencer, even getting on YouTube. Yeah, if it takes you 10 years to be right, it's not accurate. And it still doesn't look like he's 100% right. So I don't know. His Disney World video. I haven't watched one of his videos. I did lurk on one of his streams, which it still seems like the streams are pretty fun. But I have not watched one of his videos in a while. And I did see that too, Fizz. There's going to be Shrek 5 and Zendaya is going to be Shrek's daughter. So there's that. It could be true. It's probably something to it. I'm sure there's something to it because the reporters were getting a little bit more out there. More mainstream places are picking up with it. But she's probably, what it looks like, at least if I go off of her announcement and just put everything, that she's going to produce these next couple films. She has this Mandalorian film, which I'm not excited to see. And I probably will end up seeing, I don't know. And some other film. And then they're going to go from there. And we'll see what happens after those next two films are produced and made. Maybe they retire right after. We'll just see. So it looks like she's working on those next two films, and then we're going from there. And it's probably too early to say. But at least it's something that's out there. Who cares if she does retirement? Yeah, the damage is already fucking done. The damage is already done. And honestly, both brands could die for all I care. I didn't see the last Indiana Jones. And the one before, the last quote-unquote real one was just as bad as any goddamn thing. That Crystal Scroll nightmare. Let's nuke the fridge on that. I haven't, I've been meaning to check out Andor because I keep hearing so many positive things about it. Haven't really, checked that out. I know nothing of, what was that shit with Trinity from the Matrix? Acolyte. I didn't watch that. I know about Farouk and Bradshaw. I don't know what Acolyte that bitch was talking about. So, Ryan Gosling, he's an actor. They don't have self-respect. They wouldn't be actors if they did. I guess they just go for the check. You think Keanu Reeves is gay because his wife isn't hot? It's hard to have self-respect after a casting couch. Actors don't have self-respect. Come on, man. You don't go from Drive to Disney. You go, oh yeah, you do, because you go where the check is. Love when Oprah gets decked in the color purple. She thought Spielberg's magic. It did give her powers. She became one of the most powerful women in Hollywood. Munich taught modern audience that Jews be scary. Shit. So it was fake news. It may have been fake news. It does seem to be fake-ish news. But there seems to be a little something. She's probably on her way out, but I don't think she's retiring immediately. It doesn't look like. Doomcock has talent. Yeah, he got caught up in that Disney Spurg cycle. Shout out to Tel Aviv, the gayest place on earth. Reject dork modernity, embrace jock tradition. Fair enough. Gonna head out. It was nice catching it live. Get some weed. I will next week. Why even watch my television? Watch Korean stuff. That seems to be the trend. The Korean stuff is what people are watching. We've outsourced our entertainment source to Asia. All the animations is Japan. All the live action stuff is Korea. We've outsourced our culture to Asia, just like we've outsourced everything to Asia, because we're not producing it. So peace out, Nosferatu. Appreciate you being here. We're probably going to get out of here, too. I'm glad we hit the hour and a half mark. I was messing around with this music. It didn't really go that well. But you got to just keep swimming. Just keep trying. Just keep getting the temps up. And, what else can you do? So hopefully I can get some weed in the next few days. I'll try to stream before then. Looks like Tuesday at the earliest. I'll try to stream before then. I kind of got out of streaming, which I don't want to do. I am working on at least I record the audio. I need to edit the video for talking about quarterbacks. And then I got to nut up and shut up, rewatch this fucking Batman film, and do a review on that. I have some notes from a previous attempt at a review, and then just add to them, and just hopefully in the next week or two we get that Batman review out. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here too. We hit the hour and a half. Is that movie? The Batman is one of the most overrated movies I've ever seen, but in a way, it's also kind of inspiring. I've talked about getting a camera. I have a Kanye one. I've talked about. I do love the art of cinematography, and what I can even argue Nolan's films as well with this, even though they're better than the Batman. The Batman is proof that if your cinematography is good enough, people will accept a lot of bullshit. that I'm not the only one who's a fan of cinematography. That's where that movie is well shot and it looks cool. And if you look cool enough, the fact that it's 3 hours of slop and that it doesn't make any sense and that it fucks up the lore and that the costume really is kind of cheesy, all that shit doesn't matter if it looks cool. That's what the Batman is about, and that's what the review will be about. If and when, we gotta talk positive, talk things in existence. It gets done. Till then, though, I appreciate everybody watching this live or on the playback, whichever. Or yeah, look at the moving pictures; they so pretty. Look at the vistas. Yeah, it's just it's dark and gritty. It's dark and gritty, and it's Gotham, and he's a detective that can't detect the goddamn thing. In any event, Enter the Spider-Verse isn't a good movie. The only thing people talk about is the animation. Visuals are important, man. Visuals are important. That's why I might even invest in some jank lighting, try to get my visuals decent. In any event, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. Thank you again, listeners, for the super sticker. Every little bit counts. I'll actually be getting paid by YouTube, provided they don't cancel the channel next month for the first time in 5 years. And so, you know, got to take it where you can get it. One day we'll get over 1,000 and be a fancy channel like everyone else. Till then, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.